country music for any of you fans out there. Welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. This weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And away we go from Nashville. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. The Brock throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Williams to throw on third. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Williams on first down. And this one is launched downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a... So lead right away. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10. Stroud to the air to start us off. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 19 Texans. Hey, south.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. That one's complete, right side. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Oh, hey. This speed left. Swap. Another swap.
Here's Stroud again. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Not a lot of real estate for them to work with here. It's 2nd and long. And now a run with Wright. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd down. Here's Williams. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So that brings up 2nd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series are going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Woo! Let it up.
To throw, Williams. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. So we'll take over just shy of midfield as his return goes out.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
19 Texans. 18.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 32 on that play. And the Titans have a first. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Oh, ready?
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score.
18.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He has it at the 5. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
16 yards.
Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Oh, ready?
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready?
Line up the design keeper. To the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Hey, you've been here before. 18. What's that?
He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1.
Why, Tony? With speed left. 18. What's that?
Stroud's gonna throw for it. And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Gotta good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Titans tie this game 7-7.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Here's a give inside to Wright. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
At the 33-yard line.
They run again with Wright. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Going deep here for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They run it from the gun with Wright. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, but it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Prater on to send it away. And he feels staring up into the rain, and he muffs it!
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Left side, it's caught by Rice. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
It's 4th down.
They're going to go for this. It's Stroud. That one's caught, inbounds, and beyond the marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? 18. Hey, Uno. 11.
Again, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Sticking to the air here. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let the hot. Here we go. Buggy.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
From the gun, Stroud. Brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Hey, here we go. 19 Texans. 18. Let's go. Why Tony? Good night.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point set in through the lane. And the Titans tie things up at 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Covered with a return here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Stroud again. He completes it in traffic. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take the lead right away in half number 2.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 14.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Dortch now to return it. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. This is Wright running left. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Williams will look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Williams from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. He'll throw it. That one's caught. Judy has it. Down the left sideline he goes. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, and
Shotgun now for Stroud. Connection made with his running back down the middle. He has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Finds his man Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
here we go.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away.
And that's going to be a safety. So they actually completed the throw there, Brock, but you wouldn't know that by how this play ended. Stuck in their own end zone for a safety.
Yeah, this close to the goal line, you think if there's a safety, it's going to be a sack or maybe a holding call in the end zone. I'm not sure you ever expect a completed pass to end up going that far backward, costing you points. But let's give some credit where it's due. That defense, they were flying to create those 2 points.
Yeah, no doubt. Good work, D. point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Titans push the lead to 2 scores now. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Wright. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Big gain downfield. Into the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The Texans.
Williams trying to throw for it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devin White makes the play. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defense is stoppable.
Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did he say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
All right.
From the red zone now. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Titans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Ryland now for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Titans make it a 10-point ball game.
Texans 27. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Wright. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans get it back on the final play of the quarter. Nice takeaway to end that third quarter, and they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let the hot. On the quick, right? 18. Hey, Uno Mars.
Here's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. 18 on the slant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
18. Why Tony?
Again, Stroud. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the lane. And the Titans take a 3-possession lead.
44, Texans 27. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throw right side, finds Bench. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Running back sent in motion. 3rd down. Here's Williams. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it will be a first down, Texans.
Texans, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Here's Williams again. Escapes the pocket. He has room past the 25. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone on first. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Wright running out of the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Third and goal, it's Williams. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Prater puts it through, and the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, and it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with an onside kick.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away, brings up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
This is caught inside the 15. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans approaching win number 7 on the year.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Oh, man.
Stroud completes it quick. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Ryland now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21.
Texans 30. Jake Bailey sets to kick off.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Covered with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Big gain, has them across the 40. Shoves one away. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down.
New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38.
38-yard line.
First down, Williams. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. There he goes again. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Williams from the gun. And the Titans rush is going to win this rep. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts. As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We're going to pass it here. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. Stroud to throw again on second. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans have a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He was looking for Keaton Mitchell out of the backfield. So it'll be second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
First down, Stroud. And they strike for a touchdown, the final play of the game. He didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Titans put up even more points in a win. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.